Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Rodrigo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Chouameni promptly onto that, and that is that. A good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Mbappe. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency.
Camavinga! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Camavinga has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Tries to pass it through. Rodrigo. And that is a little undercooked. Elise. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Camavinga. Drive, it shapes to shoot! Off the post! Deftly out wide.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Valverde. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Mendy could try cutting inside here. Decent chance! Searching pass he's played there. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Kante. It's come to nothing. So it is still 0-0. Oh, easy pickings there. Kante. Can he get it through? And this is Dembele. That has ended up in no man's land. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Vinicius Junior. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. That could spell trouble. Takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. And reclaimed it in a trice. Played out towards the right wing. Vinicius Junior. It's Bellingham. Camavinga. Rodrigo powering forward here. Tries to dink it through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the best distribution from the keeper. A goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? All the way back. Mendy tries to play it through. And it's Bellingham. And it's Rudiger. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a cute ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. We're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals. Valverde. Good read, needed to be.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Dembele. It's Dembele!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now the delivery. That is a brilliant interception.
France are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Good ball over the top. Oh, good ball. Great chance! That has not worked out as planned.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Bellingham. Nicely spread. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's found a way through. He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
cambio di giocatori.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Alexander-Arnold. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's going for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Camavinga really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Oh, that's a key interception. Defending was strong and firm. Just about up to 75 minutes. And he cuts out the supply. Threads one in. He's a sharp little ball here. That is good alertness.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's shifting through the gears here. Knocks it into... and the shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 11, numero 7, numero 6. Lasciano il campo per
Now it's Gendouzi. Now it's
il numero
Mbappe.
19, il numero 14. Attenzione,
Nicely
una
weighted
sostituzione.
ball. And he's straight offside. And it's played forward. France have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Now this could be a chance. Gendouzi. Rabiot. Decent progress down the left. And here's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Real chance! Alaba. Eder Militao. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Well, there's the clearance. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, and the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's that. France are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Rodrigo! Mignon claims comfortably. Tchouaméni. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Dembele. And smartly reclaimed. Vinicius Junior. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Conte. And he cuts out the supply. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Driving forward. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. No, he's not going to get any further than that. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, cracking ball. Rodrigo. Nice interception, well timed. Camavinga.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Tchouaméni.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Great defending, strong and determined. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a there's the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Mbappe! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Tchouaméni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Great vision. Rudiger cuts it out. Eder Militao. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's been intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. And Rodrigo. Eder Militao looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
It's Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Madrid finding their passes. Well, there's the clearance. Camavinga. Nicely weighted ball. That ball looks a good one. And this is He's having a shot! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Now this could be a chance. It's loose now and they want to get it back. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Dembele, and he's in on goal. And he's managed to get rid. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And here's Dembele. Oh, and the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. And he's forced to go back. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde receives it in a good position here. Elise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they can counter here. Now, can they get him away? And the flag has stayed down. That's an excellent interception. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Tchouaméni. Out towards the flank. Koundé deals with that comfortably. Dembele. That pass has been well intercepted. Rodrigo. And the pass is intercepted. Tchouaméni. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, super find. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vinicius Junior. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the...
Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Played back in. Good read, needed to be.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6. Lascia il campo per il numero 24. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now it's Mbappe. Koundé has a look and plays it forward. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
the shot! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Real chance! Decent chance, made possible by a very decent ball.
Well, the quality of the supply has been acknowledged. Shame, that's when the quality ended.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 11.
The changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
He's on it, can he get away? Conte.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Gets into some space. Swept in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Barcola. France have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Vinicius Junior. And it's Alaba. It's a promising position. And it's Camavinga. He's going for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
He's had it taken off him. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, nicely intercepted. Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Doué. Now Mbappe. Nicked it back promptly. Koundé. Conte. He's shifting through the gears here. Shoots! Sticks it away! With so little time left. Grandstand finish. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Camavinga. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, shooting chance! Koundé. And that is as far as it goes. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
France definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. He's having a go! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And it's made its way to him. He's found the way. He's having a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Rodrigo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Bellingham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bellingham. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Oh no, this does... He's had a shot! They've scored! The breakthrough strike! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Mbappe, now it's Valverde. And it's lofted through here. Vinicius Junior. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mbappe has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Camavinga.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Alexander-Arnold. It's Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. It's Vinicius Junior. He's a sharp little ball here. Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Rodrigo. Skims one in. Oh, he's been... And a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And they've got a throw. And it's Camavinga. Oh, important interception. Valverde. Mbappe. It's Vinicius Junior. Threads one in.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Oh, super ball! So much time and space here. That's a sharp pass. And here's Dembele. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Olise. Oh, just skips past his man. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. It's Vinicius Junior. Over to the left.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Not the most accurate pass. And that's gone route one. Olise powering forward here. Always onto this. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Distributed tidily. In by Mbappe! Fran Garcia. Valverde. Chouameni gets a foot in here. Olise is wide and looking to get onto this. Valverde does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Chouameni. It's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This is Dembele. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the action is back underway.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Dembele. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that has not gone well. Valverde. And it's Chouameni. Some really good ball movement. Camavinga. Oh, it's Dembele. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Dembele receives it in a wide position. Eder Militao. And Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Vinicius Junior. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shot at goal! They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vinicius Junior. And it's Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Madrid have their second corner now. Chouameni gets rid without sophistication. Olise absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often...
Oh, what has happened here? Olise. Koundé. Now Saliba. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's gone for a throw-in.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 7, numero 6. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il numero 24.
France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Vinicius Junior really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He's in plenty of space here. And it's Diaz. Big chance! And he hits the net! And they're back in front!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Madrid go into the lead. And here's Mbappe. Goes for a shot! Picked out brilliantly.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Brahim Diaz. And that is a little undercooked. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Drilled in low. Oh, they could be caught out here. Now, what about a counter-attack? Goulet. Alexander-Arnold. France are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super find. Oh, that's a key interception.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Alexander-Arnold. That's a cute ball. Thinks about the decent chance! Camavinga. Can he spark a counter here? Turns back here, probably the best option. That's a smartly directed ball. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Alaba. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Fran Garcia. So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be.